partner, ACE Policy Research Institute, and the local governments that are here. The arrangement under the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area, which is being guided by the processes to improve Uganda's national spatial system, are part of the processes that we have looked at as a contributory mechanism of helping us achieve our Vision 2040. And as you recall, we have a new National Development Plan, NDP3, which has also elaborated on the issues of Uganda's national spatial system. If I may give you some statistics, there is indication that the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area comprises about 10% of the national population, 40% of the urban population, 46% of the formal sector workers, and 70% of the manufacturing firms with 5 or more employees. This is an indication of the importance of this area to national development. And when we look at some of the information we have gathered in the recent past, for instance, in 2017, there was a study titled "From Regulators to Facilitators: The Role of City Governments in the Economic Development of Greater Kampala." This gave us more impetus to come up with a strategy that will help in addressing the issues of Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area, so that we address the issues of concern to the population I've just highlighted above, particularly to address issues of job creation, improving livability and sustainability of development in the area, and contribute to overall economic and social transformation of the country. And noting that for us as NPA, looking at our mandate of producing comprehensive and integrated national development plans for the country, in terms of the perspective, vision, long-term and medium-term plans, focusing on Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area is critical in making sure that we achieve the expectations under our mandate and contribute to developing Kampala Metropolitan Area. NDP3 itself already integrated the aspects of the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area. And if you look at the theme of that plan, which is in line with strengthening the GKMA's competitiveness for inclusive economic growth, employment and wealth creation, we find it important focusing on implementing that strategy and particularly highlighting the 5 objective areas of that strategy. Of course, you will recall that the 5 areas include competitive economic infrastructure, conservation and protection of environment assets, business support to transform the informal sector and create employment and economic growth, provide for unique tourism development, and effective city and local government service delivery. In the recent past, of course, we have got support towards the GKMA in 3 main areas: capacity building, then feasibility studies for the GKMA tourism circuit project, and the third being the area of land banking. Now, land banking is critical to us because of issues of physical developments, infrastructure developments in the area. And we have observed that there has been uncoordinated procurements of land, and that the delivery of sufficient land for public investment still challenges the authorities in this area. There is lack of land within the local government control, and yet the tenure system also makes it difficult for the agencies to be able to effectively zone the land that they intend to develop. Therefore, producing a report and having guidelines on land banking was seen to be an important concept that's required to be developed further for purposes of helping us address the above issues, the issue of uncoordinated procurements and the issue of delivery of sufficient land for public investment among the public authorities within KKMA. It's on the basis of that that we associate with the objectives of this assignment, where we expect that you will be in position to define who the stakeholders in land banking are, and how we should have or what practical procedures we should establish to make sure that there is an appropriate working relationship with those stakeholders. We should also be in position to establish partnerships with the landowners and make it possible and a feasible process of acquiring land for public investments. We need to come up with a case, a business case for land banking. And if we have such a business case, it should be replicated in other areas of the country. Therefore, we expect that by the end of this meeting, you will be in a position to generate consensus on the land banking concept, also come up with ideas on how we can guide the process of localizing the concept within the entire country context, and of course also advise us on how we can come up with an agreeable approval process for land banking for smooth implementation. So with those few remarks, once again I say you are welcome, and NPA is pleased to have you in this process, and we will continue collaborating with you effectively to make sure that we achieve the objective for this workshop. Thank you very much.